Welcome, Elaine Lui and Maureen Hallishaw.
So you refer to Listen to the Squawking Chicken as a memoir, sort of, and it's framed in a series of lessons from your mom, who's nicknamed the Squawking Chicken. And to me, the Squawking Chicken isn't the most flattering nickname. Can you tell us a bit about where that came from?
It came from a place in Hong Kong called Yuen Long, which is where she grew up, and it was a nickname that she was given as a young girl because she's always had this voice, this squawk. The way to say it in Cantonese is tang gai. So gai is chicken in Chinese, and tang is like blaring, bossy, shrill, all those words. Like that word means all those things. And she was just one of those people who everybody, you know, got the hell out of the way of, because if she was coming at you and her mouth was open, chances are, you know, the words were daggers and they were aimed at you and you wouldn't escape. And I'm her only child, and I have been the target of her squawking for all of my 40 years.
And I would say you and your mom are pretty close, it's fair to say. How would you describe your relationship?
I would describe it as controlling. This book is about how my mother engineered my life. It's meant to be provocative because there's a school of thought with parenting that you're supposed to let your child be who they have always been intended to be and, you know, find themselves. But my mother always knew what she wanted me to be, and she deliberately set out to create this child. I would say that it's very close, but maybe not in the conventional close way that you see in commercials or soap operas.
I love you.
There's no I love, God no. There's no I love you. There's not too much embracing. She doesn't even say hello when I pick up the phone. It's just like, did you drink your soup? Did you have the orange? The orange went bad, don't eat it. And then like when she's done the message, it's click, it's goodbye. So it's not the most tender relationship, but it is filled with care and meaning.
What would you say is the best piece of advice your mom's ever given you?
Work hard. It's so democratic because working hard is something that everybody is capable of doing. And I don't know, here's my squawking chicken coming out. I don't know that everybody actually works as hard as they can. And you can actually be the best at working hard. I might not be able to be the best writer or the best blogger or the best television person or the best editor, but if there was a work hard competition, we could all start at the same place and we could compete on the same level. Working hard is quite democratic that way.
But in terms of life advice, there's lots obviously of living advice that she's given you.
Yeah, life advice. I mean, she gives bad life advice all the time.
So the Squawking Chicken first came to life as a character really on your blog. You would write about your mom, you write about her quite frequently.
Yeah.
What type of feedback do you hear from your readers when you're writing about your mom?
Initially, it was very positive. I really enjoyed writing about her in context of young celebrities behaving badly. You know, if Justin Bieber had a squawking chicken in his life, there would be none of the bullshit that we're seeing from Justin Bieber, I believe. So that's sort of the context I started with.
And there's some really personal stuff in the book about your mom's upbringing, about your parents' marriage and divorce. Were either of your parents worried about what you were writing about or that their stories were being told?
I gave them a little warning. Listen, I grew up in an environment where my mother said that if you are the first to tell the worst thing about yourself, then you don't have to worry about that secret coming back to haunt you. So we're not a secretive family. And I didn't have any concern that they would be concerned about these personal details getting out there. Not at all. In fact, my mother is like, couldn't be happier that her story is being shared. She's really excited for herself and wish she could be here.
Would you rather write about the Squawking Chicken or Gwyneth Paltrow?
Oh.
Where is the material richer?
It's like a Sophie's choice here. I would say my mother. That's the right thing to say. Gwyneth is really fun to write about. Thank you.